This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and I have with me right now the Samsung Finesse for Metro PCS. This is basically a clone of the Samsung Instinct that Sprint's been selling for quite some time. Especially when you look at the back, you can see, it's virtually identical. 2 megapixel camera, no autofocus there. It looks just like the Instinct's back. The buttons on the side also look the same. You see we have the voice dial button, the camera shutter button, micro SD card slot here. Left edge, we have a proprietary Samsung power port. Luckily, we don't have to use that for headsets and headphones. I'll show you that in just a second. Volume control on the left. Nothing much on the bottom except for the hole for the microphone. Up top, we have the power and lock key. That's how you activate the device. And we have a nice 3.5mm headphone port, so you can use regular headphones without any kind of adapter. Very nice indeed. I'm going to press this power button up here, hold it down for a second. It's going to activate the device. Things look a little bit different. Same basic TouchWiz thing. You can see we have the TouchWiz widget tray here. You can scroll up and down with the various widgets, drag them onto the screen, whatever you like, drag them back off. Down at the bottom we have some shortcuts, the dialer keypad, contacts. And one of the nice things with contacts is you have shortcuts already for messaging. So we don't have enough here to scroll through them, but it's pretty easy to scroll. But if I want to send a message to John Doe, I just tap right there on the John Doe button, and I can send a text message or a video message. It's pretty convenient. Go right to the messages, or we can go to the main menu, which is what we're going to do here. You see nice little animations, transitions, and stuff. Look at the settings. You see some minimal scrolling right there. Frame rate on the scrolling is a little rough. Let's see if we can find something with more options in it. Yeah, it's not bad. At least it's tracking decently with the finger. It's a little, like I said, a little bit rough. And the haptic feedback, while it's there when you tap, it's not quite in sync the way you see it in the impression, which really vibrates a little bit each time one item comes on or off the screen. You see we can move through the menus pretty quickly using these tabs up at the top. Of course, we can always go back to the main menu and hit things. There are a lot of things like this here. You click on the Metro Mail and it says it doesn't find the application. You can get it from the catalog, search, it'll go online, and you can go through the whole process of downloading it. I find that kind of annoying considering it's hardwired into the main menu. I don't want things that are basically useless to me in the main menu like that. Same thing goes with the Metro Navigator. So you can get all those applications through the catalog, and there's a lot of things in this ringtones and other things like that there, but I'm more impressed with actual applications that are pre-installed. Now we don't have any MP3 players on this. You can always sideload them yourself, put them onto the micro SD card, whatever you want to do. We're going to pull up the web browser here. You can see the Metro Web on the main menu. Automatically goes into a landscape perspective. Now if you see that little red 1X up there, that means we're not on a 3G connection. This is a 3G capable device, of course, and Metro PCS has 3G connectivity. It's just not in the area where we are. We're a little too far outside of Philadelphia for 3G coverage from Metro, I believe. Same browser that you saw on the Instinct works pretty decently. The volume control here on the side handles zooming rather. Favorites are controlled over on the side. You can add this as a favorite. Pull up existing favorites here. Let's pull up the Android Authority site. Won't be too slow. It's a pretty light site compared to Mobile Burn, which I normally would pull up, but we don't want to tax the device on the 1X connection. So after some time, we have the Android Authority site up, and you can see we can pan around and moves. It's full HTML support. Use the zooming control and the volume. Zoom in a bit. If we hit this button here, you get full screen mode, and you can see this little indicator down here is how we get back. Tap on that and all the controls along the top and bottom come back. You can add a bookmark just by tapping on this, and here's the browser settings. You can change your home page, which search URL, all that kind of stuff. Not a whole lot of settings that you can change here. You can see this is your options for as far as preferences are. You just turn on JavaScript, and it's not real complex in the things you can do. Browser's decent, not fantastic, but decent nonetheless.